big burning question is, how could Jesse James have possibly cheated on America's sweetheart Sandra Bullock with this tattoo model and former porn star? Joining me tonight from Hollywood is Ken Baker, who's the executive news editor for E! Also in Hollywood, it's Wendy Walsh, who's a TV journalist and doctor of psychology. Well, as we know, the whole cheating scandal broke with the bombshell interview by tattoo model Michelle Bombshell McGee in the new issue of In Touch Weekly, in which she is claiming this 11-month affair with Jesse James. Now, take a look at this side-by-side photo. Sandra Bullock and this woman, Michelle, again, Bombshell McGee. Wendy, how could he have possibly cheated on Sandra Bullock with this woman?
Well, he's a bad boy. He's the ultimate bad boy, AJ. She's a bad girl. And even if this woman is a little bit unstable, we really don't know about her history and past. We do know that he's not good at making judicious decisions about his personal life. When he met Sandra, he was on his second wife, pregnant with a third child, and he redirected it to another target, Sandra. The bigger question is, why did Sandra go for that bad boy? Yeah,
well, here's the thing. We're all taking this very personally. You know, Sandra is a movie star. Few of us actually know her. And Ken, it feels to me that what makes it so hard to fathom that Jesse could possibly do something like this to Sandra is because she is so beloved.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I went down to San Diego and interviewed the alleged mistress's best friend, and I was really hoping that I'd go down there and find out that it wasn't true, that it seemed fishy. But actually, I did that interview with the best friend, and I came away thinking, this really seems absolutely true that it did happen. I think we don't want it to be true because we just saw her at the Oscars with Jesse. They seem so happy. And I think for that reason, we just wish it wasn't true. But sadly, it looks like it is.
Yeah, and as I've been saying all along, we have been rooting for her really all throughout the award season, and quite frankly, a lot of us, after she got together with Jesse James, said, I hope this really works, even though it looks like, how could this possibly work? Well, if you had any doubt in your mind at all just how much the story is affecting people because it has to do with Sandra Bullock, I got to show you the results of our Showbiz Tonight question of the day when we asked our viewers if they feel sorry for Sandra. Put those results up here. Look at this. 87% said yes, they feel for Sandra. Only 13% said no. Wendy, it is totally lopsided. I am totally not surprised. Clearly, whether Jesse did actually cheat on Sandra or not is almost irrelevant. People feel sorry for Sandra for just being swept up in the whole mess.
Of course we feel sorry for her. We feel sorry for any wife whose vows have been violated by a husband who's been straying. And do I personally think he had an affair? Of course he did. Why did he apologize online and to the world? What's he apologizing for if he didn't do anything? And my speculation is she won't be the only one that's going to come forward.
Oh, good. Just what we need. Another Tiger Woods situation. All right, Ken, let me ask you this, because you are a veteran entertainment reporter. You've been at the game for a long time. You've seen it all. Jesse James, of course, was famous for his show Monster Garage, the motorcycle show, for a long time. And quite frankly, a lot of people said when he and Sandra first hooked up and then got married, wow, what an oddball couple they seem to be. How could this possibly work? Looking back now, was the writing clearly on the wall from the beginning?
Well, I think that I was among those skeptics for the couple years before she did get married in 2005 who thought, this has just got to be something that she's dabbling in. This can't be the kind of guy she's going for. Then she had that beautiful wedding in Santa Barbara that I covered. It was so lavish, so beautiful. They looked so happy in those photos. Everyone just really thought, wow, she really did find her perfect match. And I think it was just until the Oscars, just until a few days ago, guys, we were really believing that this was a perfect marriage for her. But something that's really important to remember here is that this woman who's alleging that she was the mistress, she's a stripper, okay? They're calling her a tattoo model. No. My sources tell me it's very clear. She's a stripper. She's someone who he wasn't
a porn star.
Yeah, but
he likes these kind.
What I'm saying is that he wasn't necessarily looking to replace Sandra.
Right.
He was going for something totally different.
Yeah.
So I know it's nice to compare the two, but obviously in his mind he was looking for something totally else. He wasn't looking for a wife.
Yeah, as I said a few moments ago, it's as if she's from an alternate universe.